This is for two types of guitar players. So either you're at that stage where you can play parts of songs, you often repeat yourself, you play random chords that don't really go well together. Stay tuned, by the end of this video you'll know what to play. The second type of guitar is if you're more into improvisation, even improvising guitar solos. You will gain new chord progressions to jam along with. Let's have a look at the first one, shall we? This here is number 1 of 7, called the backdoor progression. Quick warning, all those chord progressions here are highly addictive, so it might be that you go to bed too late today. Have a listen at the backdoor. How it starts low with that E minor pulling it down and then D major lifting it all up. To make it sound even more interesting, you can play the common embellishments. So for E minor, for example, you can add the little finger 2nd fret bottom string. For C major, you can lift the index finger to make it C major 7, or you add the little finger B string 3rd fret to make it C at 9. And for D, you can lift the middle finger to have a D sus2, or you add the little finger bottom string 3rd fret for D sus4. Have a listen. I'll tell you in a second why this is called chromatic descending. But let's listen to it first. So what happens here within those chords, we have a descending line which moves in half steps, so chromatically. We have the root note of the first chord, the note A, which resolves down 1/2 step to G sharp, the 3rd of E. Then down 1/2 step again to the root G of the next chord, and then down 1/2 step again to the 3rd, which is F sharp. Because we're using the open chords here, you can't hear the line very clearly, but there's a way to make it come out better. Have a listen. Now listen to the top notes here, which move like that. I have to warn you again, you might end up playing the Andalusian cadence for an hour straight. You might as well miss dinner. Anyway, here's what it sounds like. It's a bit like that backdoor progression. It starts in that melancholic minor mood, and then that E major at the end lifts it up and A minor drags it back down. Here's another version I hope it can inspire you. Added a few bass notes to the circle progression to make it sound even more interesting. Before I'm going to show you the next one, let me clarify one thing. All the examples here are meant to inspire. They work all fine with any strumming or picking pattern. So choose a strumming or picking pattern you're the most comfortable with and give one chord progression here a go. Here's another example of me playing the circle progression using only the bottom 4 strings. The 2-5-1 progression is the most commonly used chord progression in all jazz-related music. But as you can hear in this example, it suits perfectly in other genres as well. The 2-5-1 is very similar to a commonly used 4-5-1 like F, G, and C, but the minor chord here in the 2-5-1 makes it sound very different. There's another way to play 2-5-1. So you turn that D minor into D7 and then G into G7, C you keep as is. Have a listen. There's yet another example I would feel bad not showing you this. So you take that D minor and then add the little finger, G at 9, G over B, to that C here, add a nice rhythm and then this is a good strummer, the 1, flat 7, flat 6, flat 7 progression. This sounds like it could be in a Nirvana song, but I can't think of any particular one. You can do all the common chord embellishments here too. So for E major, for example, you can add the little finger, bottom string, 2nd fret. D major, you can lift the middle finger for D sus2, or you can add the little finger, D sus4. And C major, you can lift the index, make it C major 7, or you add the little finger, B string, 3rd fret for C at 9. If this is all very confusing or you're having a hard time executing that, then check out highguitar.com where you can get one-on-one lessons. I understand how frustrating it is to be enthusiastic about guitar playing but not know where to start or what to do next. And that's why every month I help dozens of people just like you to learn guitar quickly, and I'd love to do the same for you. Here in Ireland there are those rainy days, so it won't stop raining for a day or two. This chord progression is meant to be played on those days. But you know what? You can always lift the mood by still playing C and B7, but then resolving to E major. Have a listen. That's all nice, Florian, but I'm struggling with chord transitions. Well, here are the answers you're looking for. Watch these 15 chord transition mistakes next.